Good morning, you motherfucking sunshines. Alright, good morning, fuckers. Back on the trail, man. Shit. Need a little bit extra sleep this morning. It's about 6:45. Yeah, slept on the ground last night. I thought maybe I could make my pad work. I threw a couple more patches. I had some like adhesive bandage type shit. Threw that over the top a bit. That didn't work either. So fuck it. We slept on the ground. Woke up a couple times, rolled over. I mean, I'm a side sleeper, so my hips definitely feel it. But I threw my sit pad under my hips, my jacket, and some other shit. I slept fairly well considering I was on the ground, so not that big of a deal. I mean, it sucks, but it's just something I have to deal with. Pretty sure they sell, the Stehekin store probably sells like, gear tape, things like that. So maybe I'll find something there in a couple days and we can make it work for the last couple days on trail. But whatever, we deal with it, we move on. My knee's a little tight this morning. Hopefully that doesn't become too much of an issue today. It's gonna be a shit ton of climbing, man. I got 2 major climbs to do today. First one starts at about 3 miles from here, so we'll get we'll get at least one of them done before lunch. We're planning on camping around 26.5 today. Since I'm getting a little later start, might be heading into camp a little later today, depending on how my knee does and all that shit. But well, the sun's not up yet. It looks like it's gonna be blue skies today, so hopefully we get a good weather day like yesterday. Yesterday was perfect hiking weather, so hopefully that's the case again today, and we can get to camp fairly unscathed without any knee pain. All right, well, let's get on down this trail. It's gonna be a great fucking day, man. Alright, mofos, back on the trail, man. Shit. Not the most ideal spot for lunch. I did not have this view right here. I was tucked in the trees up yonder because I needed some shade. I would have roasted my ass out here, and I don't want to step on any fucking blueberry bushes, so I just hopped in the fucking trees real quick to stuff some calories down my fat face. Holy shit, that was a lot of climbing this morning, boy. Awesome views, but yeah, Fire Creek Pass, it was tough getting up there. My knee kind of crapped out on the way down, limping pretty hard. But we'll just do the same thing we did yesterday and take breaks when necessary. I did take a good 45 minutes for lunch and pop some ibuprofen. So it tends to do better climbing than it does descending, obviously. So the climb that I have coming up won't be too bad. So going forward, I got 14 or so in right now. Get down to the bottom of this, and it's about 2 miles. Then we'll start one more big climb for the day, about 4.5 miles. From the looks of the map, it looks like there's a shit ton of switchbacks, so hopefully it won't be too bad. It is pretty hot and hazy today from the fires, so we'll get this last climb out of the way. If my knee does crap out and I can't get to the spot I wanted to in 12, there's water right at the top of that climb. I can grab water there and then carry my capacity to about a mile. Looks like some tent spots about a mile past that water. I could dry camp it up there if I don't think I can make it off the bottom and start descending with my knee all gnarly. But we'll see how my knee reacts this afternoon and at least get this fucking climb out of the way. Tomorrow won't be as bad. Today's going to be the gnarly day. 2 big-ass climbs in one day. So let's stop fucking dilly-dallying and get it over with, man. Hell yeah. Alright, mofos, that's camp. Sorry I would have got here earlier, but I had 2 fucking mountains in my way. Jesus Christ. That was a lot of climbing today, boy. Well over 5,000 foot elevation, probably more than that, but we did have a close call, injury-wise today. I mean, that second climb I was doing today, this afternoon, head down, barreling up the mountain, just trying to, motor up the best I can. There was a shit ton of blowdowns on the trail today. You probably saw a couple of them, but I probably went over, under, or around 40, 50 blowdowns today. But on that second climb, there was a blowdown with a pointed end sticking out into the trail. And when I was climbing up, I had my head down, and luckily, I used to wear my hat backwards, and I don't anymore for this very reason. The point clipped the front bill of my hat, knocked my sunglasses off. I was fully expecting to taste blood shortly after that if I bit my tongue. Luckily I didn't. I could have knocked me out easily, but if it knocked my sunglasses down the fucking hill, I'd go after those, but I walked away unscathed. I didn't even get a cut, so yeah, that was a fucking close call. You know, when you're tired and shit, you don't pay attention as much as you probably should have, and that could have turned sideways real quick, but thank fuck I walked away from that one. Got my to my spot at 26 and a half. I'm glad. That river, that was a sight for sore eyes, man. Got here just before dark, so I was able to set up, go grab water and eat before the lights went out. But that was the hard day of the week for this stretch anyway. I mean, they've all been hard, but this was the hardest. From this spot, it leaves me about 37 miles, I think, to Stehekin. Tomorrow's not going to be easy. I still have a big ass climb. I have to go over one pass tomorrow, but that's it. And then from there, it's smooth sailing all the way into Stehekin. So, looking at the map briefly, there's a spot in 24 or 27, both with water, on the back side of that pass. So, depending on how my body feels, I'll pick one of those. It'll be a short hike into Stehekin the following morning, regardless. I'm quite happy with my performance today. I'm glad my body and my knee held together. And I'm going to get some well-deserved rest tonight. We'll holler at you fuckers in the morning.